Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, it's good to be back here seeing you guys live and direct. All my other videos have been me traveling from one place to the other here in Ghana. So today I am looking at you live on camera because I need to talk to you guys. Yes, so for the first time in the history of my YouTube channel, I did a live video. So this particular day I was done doing a live video on my Facebook page and I decided to come to YouTube. I was like, let me even just try this thing out. Yes, if you know about what they call super chat, I had a content creator talk about it. I was like, okay, let me even go and try it out. So I came to my YouTube page, my YouTube channel to like, where do they actually get this what's it called, super chat thing working? So in trying to do it, I was like, let me even go live. Probably it was gonna show, and it didn't show. Yeah, but yuppie, I was able to get through it, and I would like you all to support me, like my videos, and support me. Yes, if you know what I mean by that support, where you can buy me stars, you can buy me different things that YouTube can convert into money and send to me. Like, you can see what you can send, whatever thing you can use to support your girl. I've been there through the years and I've worked so hard traveling here and there to bring content. Naturally, I love to explore, I love to see new things. Yes, and moving around has really helped me because I've learned a whole lot of things moving around and seeing different cultures and all. So while I was on that live video, I was asked a lot of questions. People wanted me to come to Dodowa. I actually wrote all these places down and I promised I was going to go to all of these places. Then in Nigeria, also asked me the requirements for coming into Ghana, which I felt like, okay, let me do a video on, because I've done videos on these in time past, but sometimes when people click on these things, they might likely not say it. Probably this person is a new follower or a new subscriber to my channel, so most times people don't go back to your old videos. They always wanted to do something new. So that's the purpose of doing this video, to educate Nigerians who intend coming here for work or for whatever thing, even holiday, to know what they intend to do, either by air or by road. So as a Nigerian, you can actually come to Ghana either by air, or by road. I'm going to be starting with the air option because that's the only one I've actually done. I replied to that question when the person asked me, and I said I was going to elaborate more in a video, which is what I'm doing right now. All the times I've traveled, I've actually traveled by air. I've not tried the road option before. Thank God Lily came to my rescue because she was also on the live video and she explained the road option, how it is done. But I'm going to be starting with the air option. If you're traveling by air, we all know African World, which is a Ghanaian airline, and Air Peace are the two airlines that travel in and out of Ghana, or in and out of Ghana. Like if you're coming from Nigeria, both airlines are the ones you are going to see now. Before the COVID, we used to have a lot of airlines from Nigeria who do, but currently we have just African World and Air Peace. So if you're doing any of these two, if you ask me which one I would recommend, if you're going to be doing Air Peace, please do morning flights. If you understand what I'm saying, their first flight out of Nigeria is the best. If you try their evening flight, my experiences, the 2 times I've tried it, wasn't pleasant at all. You have maybe a 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. flight. They will send you text message shifting it to like 5 p.m. Then you get another one sending it, shifting it to 7 p.m. Then 7 p.m. you might end up leaving. The first night was in December. I felt like, okay, because of the December rush and all that, but I did it again just April, just last month. If you watch my video, or if you're a frequent viewer to my videos, you will see when I traveled. I'm coming back, I went to Kwewu because of the Easter festival. So coming back, in fact there was even a fight because of this. So I would advise you to actually use them if you want to travel. I traveled to Nigeria with them and they were fast because they were coming, they have 7 a.m. flight from Nigeria to Ghana. When you leave Nigeria 7 a.m., you get here 7 a.m. Do you understand? So that one, then the flight from Ghana back to Nigeria is by 7:40 a.m. here. So they are faster with that. But you see those night flights with Air Peace, they will tell you that the operational flight is coming and you keep waiting and nothing happens. So in my own opinion, use them for early morning flights. For African World, I think they are better on time. Yeah, they are better on time. The times I've traveled, I have never really had any experience with them, though I had somebody telling me our husband who works in Takoradi, the Nigeria, works in one of the companies there in Takoradi, had a bad experience with them. But me, I've not had any in 3 years, or almost 3 years. I've been moving in and out of Ghana. I've not really had any experience. So it depends on, I feel like it depends on when you're traveling. But for airpiece, trust me, if you're trying airpiece, do it very early in the morning. Like their first flight, anything outside first flight, I can't guarantee you anything. And especially if you're coming for holidays, imagine you spending a whole day waiting for an aircraft and all that and all that. If you're coming to stay or you stay here, it's even better, though it's even also very frustrating, because it was really frustrating for me sitting down at the airport for like 5 hours because of 45 minutes journey. It wasn't even funny. It wasn't funny. Honestly, this last one I did, people were ready to blow. Then I have the videos, but I can't put it because of all the guidelines here. If you know what I'm talking about, people were ready to do anything like. So that is it. So if you're coming in, like I said, African world, hour is a short form or airpiece. If you want to ask me about which is cheaper, it depends on the day you're booking. If you book quite early, you know what it's like. If you book quite early, it will be cheaper, but on the normal, airpiece is actually cheaper. Yes, African world is slightly, more expensive. This last time I traveled, I think it was because they were quite expensive. They were like 70,000 more expensive. That's why I didn't fly them. But normally the range is not always that much. But this last one, I traveled March, came back in April. The margin was big, so I had to do airpiece. But did I regret it? I think I did. Going, it was easy, but coming back, it wasn't. So that is it about airlines. So the next thing, of course, if you're traveling by air, now you're going to be passing through all the immigrations and all that. So your passport is very important. So your international passport, your vaccine card, and your yellow fever card for now. Yeah. So if you're traveling by road, I wish to do this very soon. Let me travel by road and see what it feels like. For those who do it, they say it's not so stressful, but I think like most people actually do night. They leave Ghana like 9 p.m. in the night, and they get to Nigeria maybe 7 or 8 a.m. in the morning. So a lot of people say it's 8 hours, some say 9, some say 10 hours. But when I was on my first live video on YouTube, somebody Lily me explain that you don't really need any of these things. All these things I mentioned right now, you do not need it if you're traveling by road. You don't need any of these things, but it's still good to be on the safe side. Just have your international passport. Just have everything. You never can tell. You might come by road and you might be leaving by air. I don't know. I think people do it. I think so, because they are still going to stamp you, at the borders. They're going to stamp you. So, of course, do you understand? So, if you're coming by road, which a lot of people tend to use to, you don't need any of that. You don't need yellow fever, but just try and have it. These things are not expensive. It's even free. Yeah, I think vaccine card was free. I didn't need to pay for it. Yellow fever card too is the same thing. So why not just have all these things, just in case you find yourself or you can have opportunities from here. Same thing with your international passport. When I traveled to Nigeria, I tried getting renewing my passport, and I went ahead to do the 10 years. Start saving for it. I won't tell you how much I paid, because I paid for smooth one. You understand what I say? Like easy to get. If not, in fact, I was just favored. Let me just put it like that. But if you're getting international passport, you don't have one right now, please start and do the 10 years international passport, because 5 years, if I knew it, 5 years is already gone. Now I'll also state this: don't try doing your passport here in Ghana as a Nigerian. If you go to Nigerian embassy, like as I speak to you, my kids have not gotten their passport till date. If you follow me well, I talked about this like October last year, and I speak to you now. As I speak to you, they have not gotten it. I don't know why they are slow. They don't have booklets, this that. Till today they haven't. So when I traveled, I had to use the opportunity to get mine, because it was going to expire this year. Are you seeing that? So when you're leaving Nigeria, nobody's going to ask you plenty stories about your COVID vaccine, yellow fever card. It's just your passport they check, and they give you your, what's it called, in fact, immediately you enter the terminal 2. I've done videos on it, so I'll just link it above. Of course, in those ones I don't really think I talked, but once you enter the terminal 2 of the Muritala International Airport, you go to the airpiece boarding side, and you get your boarding pass like almost immediately. Then you pass through immigrations, pass through custom, and you are good to go. Basically, that is it when you're traveling out. Of course, they will ask you what are you going to do in Ghana, and if it's for vacation, good. If you're living there, okay, you're living there, your family lives there, and that was it. I've never had an immigration issue all my life, except for a time when I came here. That was December 2022, no, 2021. And I had the worst experience of my life. Like, I've talked about it. I don't think it's necessary talking about it before, but just be careful. They held me because of an immigration lady issue. Like, the person that writes my permit made a little mistake and they blew it out of proportion. Though they kept me for some minutes before they allowed me to go, because I had to call the person who helps us with all these things in immigration. And because I take out time to do my permits, do everything, because I didn't want that exact embarrassment. So this day they felt like I correct. I'm like, why would I correct? I even had to tell my husband to please send me his own permit. He was already outside waiting for me. Send me. They saw it. I'm like, why would I want to do that? Like, why? And all that. But just be very, very careful with all of this. So you need your international passport. You will need your yellow fever card once you land into Ghana. When you land into Ghana, the first set of persons you will meet are the Ghana Health Service people. Those are the people you will meet first. So meeting them first, they're going to ask you for your yellow fever card. And as at March, April, they were asking for a vaccine card. But right now, I saw it on the blogs that Ghana has scrapped all of that. So you don't need to do COVID and all that. Before now, Ghana was doing COVID tests. Especially, of course, Nigeria is actually among the West African countries, like the ECOWAS country. I remember when I started coming to Ghana newly, I paid $150. Let me call that well. I need to emphasize on that. I was paying $150 for COVID test. After a while, I think after 2 times of traveling, spending that, the next time I traveled, they had dropped it to $50. Yes, they had dropped it. Then subsequently, when I traveled again, I had to get my vaccine card. Like, I went to a government hospital in Nigeria and I got my vaccine card. So after that, I wasn't spending any money again. In fact, that period you have to fill form online before you get to Ghana. There were so many COVID protocols you had to do. But right now, I actually saw it that Ghana has scrapped all of that. But come to think about it, they made a lot of money from that, because a lot of people actually visit Ghana. And sometimes if you don't do your research well, you won't even know. So I feel like it's still safe to have your vaccine card, just in case, even if it's a soft copy, because in my own case, I had the soft copy. I forgot to bring it from Ghana to Nigeria when I was traveling. Both my yellow fever card, both my vaccine card, I didn't have it. So I had to please get the number on my yellow fever card, so that, I had the database from the database where they did it for me, so it was even original. Don't try to do fake, please, because they're going to scan this thing. Do not try to bring the fake, because they are going to scan it. Are you saying it? So I feel like still come along with it. You never can tell, just in case. But the next time I travel, I will update you on this, if you will still need the vaccine card or not. So this is basically all you need to know if you're traveling by air from Nigeria to Ghana and back. If you're leaving Ghana too, they're not going to be asking you about yellow fever card, vaccine card. Yes, when I was leaving, nobody asked me. It's just my passport, and they stamp you out. You've been here. In fact, sometimes okay, how long have you been here? You say, okay, I live here. Then you have to now start flipping your passport well to now say, okay, you actually have, what's it called? You actually have your permit to stay. So this last one I even traveled, my permit was not ready. I'd submitted my passport, so I had to collect it back because I needed to travel. So I wasn't given an exit slip or something like that. I've forgotten the real name, but I'll put it on the screen. So my exit slip wasn't there, so I had to call the immigration lady that they asked me for an exit slip. So she quickly sent it to me, and the immigration person let me go. So that's basically it about travel. Yeah, so I think I've been able to explain to those who intend to come. If you're coming for vacation, like you just want to rest, you've hustled and you want to just come and have, want to relax and be taken care of. In another video, I'll be talking about places you can go to. A lot of times when people come here, they only stay in Accra. Now, just last week, a Liberian YouTuber reached out to me. I'm sure she saw my videos, and she was like, she's coming to Ghana so and so time. So I'm asking her, where are you going to? And she said me, Accra. In my head, I'm like, why is everybody always concentrating in Accra? To me, I think I prefer other parts, like other regions, because they have a lot of tourist sites than Accra. So I'll be showing you in my next videos. In my next video, I mean places you can go to and relax in Ghana. When you talk about Ghana, we're not talking about just Accra. Just like when you talk about Nigeria, we're not talking about Lagos. In fact, we want to talk about Nigeria. I start from Abuja because that's the capital of the country. Are you saying it? So this is where I live now. Somebody said, "Oh, why do you talk so much?" This is where I live now. I need to talk about my environment because I'm a vlogger. I need to talk about my environment because I need to just be busy doing something. So times I go to Nigeria, I vlog about Nigeria. I have a vlog where I did about the city of Port Harcourt. That's one of the neatest city in Nigeria. So if you didn't watch that video as a Nigerian, I think I can link it up here so you can see it. Yes, we shouldn't be giving ourselves about PR out there and making ourselves to look like the worst. No, we are not. I know we have our challenges, but we'll pull through it, isn't it? All right, guys, so thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and gift me, guys. Gift me. Some of you have been watching my videos from the very first time I posted my first video on YouTube, so now you can gift me. Go ahead and just gift me. I'll be so excited if you do that. Just support me anyhow you can. All right, thank you so much. Bye.